Yo, what's up? We're back with some more Kaiju number 8 the game, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing your attention to the chapter 4 release. This video will also be an ASMR type of video because it's 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning right now, so I'm not going to be shouting in the mic. I'm going to keep my voice as low as possible, but once you clear the story chapter 4, you'll unlock this boss battle event where you just fight the boss on normal difficulty, hard difficulty or very hard difficulty, and you get the rewards as well. Now I was mistaken from one of my previous video where I say that the story chapter is going to get a normal hard or very hard mode. It's sort of correct. You're fighting the boss in these 3 difficulties and you get rewards based off that, but you don't get all of the rewards of the entire story, right? But there's going to be a lot of rewards that you're going to get, and the most important one I'm going to highlight right now is going to be this AR Hound 64. After the equipped unit activates combat skill, targeting an ally applies speed +4 for 2 turns to all allies, and maxed out it gives 6.4%. It's very easy to reapply as well because you only need to cast the combat skill, right? You also get a huge chunk of attack when you have it Ascension 4, and again for Chester it's very important for you to have a lot of stats. Although the base stat is not the best, if you look at Chester's weapon right now, I have Chester's weapon at level 76 and it's already giving me the same amount of attack stat as the max Ascension level 4 equipment, and the attack percentage even at Ascension 0 is really high, 34% as opposed to like this one that only gives you 28%. This is also a very good weapon for Chester, but the difference is that the speed buff that you get from this weapon is not refreshable. If you are unlucky and you couldn't pull for Chester's weapon, then this 4-star weapon is going to be very good for you. I've already done the normal and hard mode. The last copy I'm going to need is going to be earn B rank in score battle on very hard. I've already tried very hard, but I didn't clear it. I deliberately didn't clear it because I wanted to see how hard it's going to be. So this is the team that I ran. You're going to need a lot of plate breaking character, so I wouldn't advise you guys to use Kikoru because she's going to be slow. You can even probably run Jen in this spot right here if you have Jen at level 100. I think I'm going to be running Kaiju number 8 because he is good enough. So I'm running a full team of level 100 characters. I shouldn't have any issues of dying or anything. And also the animation, like I said, the animation is so clean when you play on PC. So turn 1, if you are using Chester's signature weapon, you want to use the skill 1 first. Now the reason for that is because when you use a normal attack with his signature weapon, you get attack up. And when you get the attack up, the next time you cast his combat skill, it's gonna give you more attack for your entire team, right? If you were to cast his combat skill turn 1, then you get less attack for your entire team. Right, so the boss has a lot of plating. So he has blunt, he has short, he has the normal plating, and he has an elemental plating as well. So you need to bring units that can break the plating. If you have the new Kikoru, she's gonna be very good because she can cycle a lot of turns, right? She doesn't take a lot of turns, but because she gains a lot of alt gauge, she can help break the plating really fast, because every 2 turns that she takes, she's going to get the ultimate. But if you don't have the Kikoru, you should still be fine. We'll see though. The boss is very tanky, and we'll see in this video whether I can get to S rank or not. Even if you can't get to S rank, you don't really lose out on a lot of rewards. You're probably gonna lose out on maybe, I don't know, 100,000 of the credits. That's about it. Ooh, look at that. The boss is hitting very hard. 400 on my level 100 Kaiju number 8. That is, that's pretty scary. Okay, we can go ahead and cast Chester's ultimate. Once we get B ranking, I'm gonna equip the 4-star weapon so that I can, see whether it's good or not. Because 6% speed up that you can pretty much have on your entire team at all times is really good. Okay, we should be able to get the ultimate of Sagan right here. I also changed my Sagan's uniparts, and I'm gonna make a video on it later on. But it's basically the new unipart, and it's really strong. We have all of the buffs ready. I'm gonna have to rebuff right here. Boom, and then we can go ahead and ult with her, ult with the rest of my team as well. Kaiju number 8 did 60,000. God damn. I don't think I have his skill maxed out as well. Then 27,000 on his combat skill. I might not actually clear this because he's pretty tanky and he hits really hard. He defense broke my Kaiju number 8. We can go ahead and ult with my Reno, so I can slow down the boss. The boss is really fast as well. Alright. And also I think when you kill the shoulders, the boss will go into an incapacitation state. He does not move even when he gets his turn. But the shoulders are pretty tanky. If you're not running Kikoru, it's pretty difficult to kill the shoulders. And also with my team, I only have 2 AoE DPS. Reno is not really an AoE DPS. He's only his ult is AoE, right? Okay, we still have the buff ready. Can just go ahead and use the skill 1. And also there's another weapon that is also good on this guy, especially when you run Reno in the same team. And that weapon is going to be the AR Octopus, the one that gives you ult gauge when you attack a Kaiju with debuff ailment, right? Because that way you can cast a combat skill one time, use his skill 1, and then you just get the ultimate right there. So you can cycle his ultimate very fast. The problem is when you use that weapon, you lose out on a lot of stats. That weapon does not have the best of stats because it's giving you, if I'm not mistaken, effect hit rate, which is useless on Chester. Alright, my Kaiju number 8 is getting kind of bullied right now. But we should be able to win. This is, my team is full level 100 by the way. So this is actually pretty difficult. We can break the plate with my Sagan right here. And we can go ahead, I think that should give her the ultimate from the follow-up as well. We don't really need it, but whatever, let's just use it. You get points based off the amount of times you expose the cores on the Kaiju, and also when you take less damage. So you get 100 dimensional crystal. I only got 155,000. I think there's a mission that gives you, look at this, damage taken score is 0. So if you want to get more score, you're gonna have to take less damage, but we still managed to get an S ranking. That should unlock all of the missions except for the credit ones. Let's go all the way down. Yeah, you need to get a score of 300,000 to get the credit. You don't really need it. It's 100,000 credits, so it's like 40 stamina, but it's mostly just for self achievement, right? Okay, clear score battle on very hard 5 times. This should be very easy. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and claim all of the rewards. Alright, we've gotten all of the new 4-star. We're gonna go ahead and equip it on Chester and also ascend it. It's nice that they give you a full ascension of this weapon. So now the attack stat is going to be at 36. We're gonna go ahead and level up maybe to level 40. I just want to see the effects. This is a very good weapon regardless of whether I want to use it on Chester or not. I can use it on Mina because Mina also uses the AR. I can also use it on Rio. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna use it on Rio. I'm not gonna go any further. Yeah, when I compare him with Rio, I'm also gonna be running them in the same team and see how well the team does. Alright, let's go ahead and go back in to the same content again, and we'll see if we can get a higher score. My normal high score is 259. I only did it once. And for the hard mode, it's 289. Yeah, in order to get more score, you need to break the plates on the boss. I can't really run my gen because he's level 90, so he's gonna get one-shotted. I'm gonna try to run Kikoru to see if she is better or not. Alright, now that you're using the 4-star weapon, you don't need to use the skill 1 first anymore because you don't get the attack buff anymore, right? So you can just start with the combat skill, turn 1. So now all of my allies have the speed up buff, but I also end up losing a ton of damage from his signature weapon, right? Because I have less attack stat on him, and I also don't get the damage dealt up when I do cast his combat skill. I think I'm gonna get less score for not running Kaiju number 8 because there's 3 blunt plates that I need to break, and running only Sagan is not good enough. Also, the reason why I'm not running the 4-star Hoshina is because he's level 90 and he just gets one-shotted by the boss. Okay, we should be able to break the plate on the boss with my Sagan. And then I think we can probably one-shot with my Kikoru if I do land a crit. And we missed. Nice. Very good. Okay, we can go ahead and use this. Use the ult. and we crit with the combat skill, doing 30,000. This team is very fast. I think this should kill when I do Reno's combat skill, because his combat skill does more damage than his ult. If we crit, I think we do like 40,000 or maybe 50,000. Okay, 28,000, I guess. Alright, let's take a look at the score. Only A? What the heck? Damage taken score 0. Amazing. Core exposure score only 25,000. So if you want to get more score, you need to break the plate on the boss multiple times instead of nuking the boss as fast as possible. If you nuke the boss, then you take less damage. Yeah, I guess you can also do that, right? Alright, let me do one more showcase on the current raid battle. It's about to die. It should last for about 2 to 3 more days. I don't think this raid battle has a time limit, so I think we're fine. I'm gonna be using the 4-star Hoshina now. So this time around, instead of using his signature weapon, we're gonna be using the 4-star weapon. And my highest with Chester in the team is 1.4 billion. We'll see if we can break that. Also, with 4-star Hoshina in the team, my Kikoru is gonna get a bunch of speed. This will give her 6% speed. And then when I cast Hoshina's combat skill, I'm gonna cast it on Reno first. That's also gonna give my Kikoru more speed. Missed the crit, very cool. I think I'm gonna restart. I missed too many crits. Okay, nice. This time we didn't use up the SP, or we gained one SP from Reno. We can go ahead and do this. So now she has the full buff. She has the crit damage buff. She has the ST damage dealt up. I should have ulted with my Chester first, but it's fine. We can break the plate on the boss right here. So I'm gonna ult with him. I'm gonna check if my Kikoru has the ST damage dealt up or not. She doesn't. So I will ult first. The reason why I ult first is because I want to build up his ultimate again. Yeah, okay. Alright, Kikoru follows up. Does 80 million. What the heck? Okay, unfortunately I couldn't use my skill on Reno because I'm out of SP. We didn't crit. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna reset. Crit. Nice. 450. Yeah, the damage is gonna be slightly lower because you don't have the damage dealt up from the signature weapon, but we'll see if it makes a difference. The plus 6 speed might make a difference because now my entire team will probably get at least one extra turn. Okay, I think with this 4-star weapon, I should be able to break the plate on the boss for the second time. Okay, he has 1 turn left on the Wit and Courage buff, but I'm still gonna buff up because I need to get the speed up buff. Okay, my Kikoru is not moving in the last round, but I think when I ult with my Hoshina, she should have enough speed to move 1 extra time. Also, my screen is bugged. You can see the activate windows is bugging out right now. We should be able to get his ultimate by doing this. With this ult, I think my Kikoru should get a turn. No, okay. Okay, we're at 1.1 billion already. I think we should be pretty good, right? Can go ahead and buff up my Kikoru. That's gonna give her speed up, and then I can do this ult with him. Even more speed for my Kikoru. We also break the plate on the boss. Now I could chance it by using his combat skill. I can just use her ult first. Ooh, we already beat the high score with the 4-star weapon. I'm gonna chance it. Nice. Alright, so we should be able to hit like 1.7 with a crit. We crit as well. We got his ultimate as well. I didn't even notice. Okay, boom. We should be able to hit for like 1.5 or 1.6 billion if I do land a crit. Alright, 1.5 right here, and this one should do 150 or 140 or 80. Okay, not bad. Well, the reason why we did less damage there was because we ran out of the debuff on the boss that gives you plus 50% damage. But 1.6 billion, that's really good. Better than my signature weapon Chester. So yeah, this 4-star weapon is really good. So yeah, that's it for the new 4-star weapon. It's really good. It's probably the best in slot for Chester. Now you are losing on a lot of attack. The 25% attack that you gain from using his normal skill. And the base stats of the weapon is also not the best. It only gives you 400 attack if you have it at level 100, as opposed to his signature weapon that gives you 400 attack at level 76. So if you're looking for raw damage, this one is going to be better. If you want to do like one big nuke, this weapon is definitely going to be better because it gives you more attack on him. It gives you more damage on your allies as well. But for raid battle, this weapon is going to be better on him. Now if you don't have Chester, you can use it on Mina. Mina is probably the best candidate. Now the requirement to use this weapon is going to be combat skill targeting an ally. So if you have an AoE ability like Rio, I think Rio doesn't work because his combat skill is not a single target buff card. You need a combat skill that targets yourself or your ally, and Rio doesn't have that. You can use it on Akari because she does have a combat skill that targets an ally. Yeah, those are the only two 4-star that you can use it on. But obviously if you have Chester, you can use it on Chester, and it's probably the best in slot for him. And yeah, that's about it. Ciao.